Greetings, dear ones. Sarita here. And this is a very impromptu video that I was guided to bring to you today. Especially for you, this is important. And especially for me, it's important. See, I get emails and various messages from YouTube and Instagram and various places online, Facebook, what have you. And many people have reached out to me and let me know they're going through tough times, they're going through tumultuous times, and they're trying to find the connection in their life in order to keep going in the most positive way that they can. And they're trying to really understand their purpose. So today, not long ago, I was having a conversation with someone. It was very much so about certain things that have to do with the Leo new moon, which was yesterday. And so it came to me to pull a card today. When I came back and got settled, and I pulled the insight card. And I did tell you all I was going to do a video about me, that, there have been questions. Some people have asked some questions and been concerned, and, well, not concerned, but wanting to know more about me, because I'm always in the background somewhere doing a reading, but you never hear much about, per se, me. And so this came up. I've been working a lot with the angels. And the funny thing is that very often, we see the signs, we want more, we want to get to the next level, we want to expand and break through, we want to measure up and hit, different places that we've never been before. We want to break loose, we want to break free, we want to break the cycles that have been, and we feel stuck, And so this new moon energy that was just yesterday, it was in Leo, and that Leo energy is all about, leadership, charisma. It's also about confidence and kindness, success, especially success, generosity, and, personal validation, things like that. So it's important to tap into our own power in order to live up to our own expectations of ourselves, right? And often we can find ourselves really living in patterns, in things that are of the past, and not really being present in the now and appreciating the journey that is before us, what's here, what's now, what's tangible. And often we also send out a signal, which is all the time, and the universe picks it up, and it's letting the universe know that we are a particular place in our life. Sometimes we're not even there, but we're emitting a vibration that says, I'm here at this level, And what we want change. Many of us, especially that listen to readings, we want to change. We want to know how to change our lives, or we want to really get validation, and we want someone to remind us that everything is going to be okay. And we want to be reminded that we're on the right journey, we're right on the path, and that we're not alone, right? And often our confidence can waver and wane on that journey. And staying positive can really be a feat for some, especially, and some more than others. See, the other thing that does happen too is that we say that we want something because we're operating at a certain level and a certain vibration. And in turn, automatically the universe does deliver what we are saying that we want, that there is a lack of, and it happens, right? It happens that we get that thing, and it happens. There's a teacher, some person that just speaks our language. They're singing our song, and as they sing our song and we recognize that song they're singing, which assists us to getting to the next level, right? Sometimes we run into the other direction and we really don't take the steps that it is necessary to really get out of various ruts and patterns, even though the help is there, even though the signs show that we have the assistance, that someone has heard our calls, our cries for assistance, for help, and it has come. And then we don't step up to the plate. We don't support the very things often that we say we need and want. We find time to spend money on things that are not as necessary as getting the self-empowerment, that we really do need in our life, that we want, that self-fulfillment and working on ourselves, with love and giving ourselves the strength that we know we deserve, that we know we have, and being positive throughout that as best we can, and connecting to the resources that are out there for us to be able to do so. See, our success is a direct connection between what we want and what we don't want. The more we focus on what we don't want, we get it. And many of you do know that. You've seen it, and maybe it's unfolded in your life. Is definite. I've seen it happen in many lives, in my life too, and it's a trip. So remember that when you ask for something, when you see certain people who are out here in the spiritual world, and we have these messages of, expansion and, be blissful and channel your higher self, be the best that you can be. Start with where you are. Work with your own ancestors, your guides. And some of us are here, we're all here to help one another in some way. But remember, there's got to be an exchange. We cannot just come to take, right? We got to come in exchange. Many of us come with the poverty mindset, and we feel like we can just constantly take and we don't have to give anything back. Life is about give and take. It's about an exchange. It's about balance. If you constantly take, then someone will end up drained. No one can live off of, just an energy exchange. Out here anyway, we have, there are bills, there are things that have to be taken care of. This is the material realm. It really is. And many of us have had those breakthroughs where we found that out. We said, hey, I'm going to test the limits and see, do I really need money? Is money bad or whatever? But I'm here to tell you, it's a tool, as many of you do know. And that tool can assist you with helping other people, with helping more people, because with it, you can support yourself and be stable. And in turn, you can be comfortable enough to help others. Now, of course, some of you can do that. You can do it without money. And it can be a rough time. But some people have a rough time whether they have money or not, right? What I really want to tell you today mostly is that I want you to open your eyes. Open your eyes to the opportunities that are right there in your corner and right there for you. Don't let them pass you by. If there's someone that really resonates with you, that speaks your language, and they help you to get to the next level. And you cry sometimes when you listen to that person, when they touch your heart. Connect with them, you know. Don't just go out and go shopping and purchasing a whole bunch of things that are going to be temporary. When you know that under the surface, under the many layers that are you, you know, that there's more, that you are more than that, and that after all the material fancy wears off, which there's nothing wrong with having clothes and shoes and nice things and what have you, right? But at the end of the day, personal freedom, knowing who you are, knowing what your purpose is, having a game plan in place, no matter how big or small, but knowing what you want, your desires, that helps with confidence. And confidence is a lot of the issue, right? And how many of you would love to really be the leader of your life, but you don't know how to do it? How many of us want that for ourselves? Well, if you want that, all you got to do is step up to the plate to do it. You got to support the tools and the things that are in your community. Those things may be online because that may be the community that you interact with, but it is all about what you think, what you feel that you can have. If you can imagine it, you can have it. If you can see it in your mind, you can achieve it. And all the steps may not show, they may not show, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you can't get it, because you can, and you will, if you want. So support the tools, the people, the teachers, the healers, the support that is there for you. Don't second guess it. If you can do it, then do it. You want to support things that are empowering to you, that teach you how to empower yourself, that teach you how to do things for yourself. Not things that string you along, but things that support your story, your song, your path. Someone once told me that if you keep doing what you have always done, you'll keep getting what you've always gotten. And at any moment, at any time, some of you have heard me say this before, that if you will just change something on any day, right? Any day you want. I'm moving this out of the way. You can make a change today. You can change tomorrow. Nothing is set in stone. It's truly not. So you don't. That Leo new moon energy is about being a leader, being a champion, being the champion of your story in spite of whatever has happened. Tell that story a few more times, and as you tell it, put together a new story in its place to replace it, because you deserve it. You deserve a new story, a new song. If the one that you've been telling isn't a happy one, isn't one that makes you feel good, doesn't help to empower you, doesn't make you feel free, doesn't help you to get free. That Leo new moon energy is very captivating. It really is. It's very powerful. Even though it was a new moon, it was very powerful. It helped definitely with people to see their visions and to look at them and say, you know what, I'm not thinking big enough. I'm not thinking large enough. My vision, what I want, I need to step it up. If that's you, then what are you doing about it? Take the first step. Take the first step in realizing and recognizing that you can change and transformation can happen from the bottoms of the bottoms, the lows of the lows. You can rise from there. You can be anything, truly. It's truly breathtaking. The changes that are happening right now. So, I'm talking to those of you who have sent me messages recently. Some of you have missed some appointments. Some of you did get an appointment with me. Know that I definitely understand life happens. And sometimes our spirituality, our life purpose is the thing that we put on the back burner because we don't feel like we deserve to have good things, to have a good life. So we say, hey, everything else can come before this. This can wait. Everybody else's stuff needs to come before this. I understand that. Put yourself at the top of your list of to-dos because you're worth it. Very recently I came out with an offer that had to do with working with a handful of people and us really working towards motivation, right? And some of you want that. Some of you want to work in that capacity. But we got to step up to the plate. I know you told me what you want to do, but I'm here. I'm here when you're ready. I'm here when you're ready. But know that time is passing. And know that your life is constantly going. And your life is important. Put it first. And let's get to work. Because challenges, they aren't going anywhere. It only has to do with how you deal with them. How do you choose to deal with the challenges when they come up? It's a choice. And what coaches and ministers and spiritual people, healers, and the like motivators do is they help you to see things from an expanded perspective. And they help you to remember that a perspective is something that can be changed. And it's not engraved in stone. It doesn't matter how you see a thing. It can change. It can change. You can make it more positive. It's something that you just water and you nourish over time. You nourish and it just gets better, you know. But it's a choice and it's powerful and you can do it. It's mesmerizing. It's intoxicating. It's all of those different things. So right now I'm holding a pink opal and I'm feeling this universal love thing. Such an enchanting feeling. But for some of us, it's time to get out of just imagining what it is that we want. It's time to make that life happen. And so it's about how you want to put it together. You know, are you willing? Are you ready? This full moon just asks that question. It just asks you, you know, what are you willing to do for what you want? What are you willing to let go, to let in what it is that you want? What are you willing to, how are you willing to support yourself to get what you want? You know, what needs to change? What needs to be let go? What is it? And that's it. Just think about that. Send me some messages and let me know if this resonates with you. And I look forward to speaking with you in the future. All my information is on naturallyhighlife.com. You know how to work with me. I look forward to speaking with you. You can definitely send me a message if you'd like. I definitely love keeping in touch with you all. And it definitely touches my heart to know that what I'm doing does assist and help. But remember, exchange, reciprocity, and balance. Put yourself first. Do that. And everything will improve, and everything will change just like that. This is a random love message in light of the Leo new moon, and I'm loving you deeply from over here. And this is also a message from Archangel Gabriel with some insight. Balance the halves of your heart, of your mind, of your soul, and be all that you can be where you are without regret, without judgment. It's time to open up. It's time to be free. It's time to let go. And it's time to have fun. It's a good time to break bad patterns, or patterns that we know are self-sabotaging to us, things that just aren't working anymore. It's time to tell a new story. It's time to heal. Meditate on the image that is in this picture. It's time. The time has come. naturallyhighlife.com. I look forward to speaking with you. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here in your corner on this journey with you. It is truly a beautiful thing. Peace, love, and abundance to you.